Alright, here we go. Hello, Jarvia. She's waiting for us, of course.
So, Harrowmont finally realized we're taking the city, yet he still can't be bothered to send his own men.
I still don't know why they think I'm working for Harrowmont
stranger.
when I...
It doesn't matter who's king, as long as there's a queen.
Everyone in the city is so confused about who I'm siding with or who I'm working with. They don't know if I'm working with something I'm working for Harrowmont, something I'm working for Balin. They can't make up their minds. Surrender and I'll spare your life, Jarvia. Or, we don't have to fight, I just want to talk.
Hardly convincing when your blades are covered in my men's blood. Kill them! But leave the mouthy one alive. I have plans for him.
All right, we're ordered death. All right.
You go after that guy. Oh, all right.
And so I shall.
Ow! I didn't even sense that trap. Oh, man.
I need help! I'm going to wear your pretty teeth around my wrist! I'm going to wear your pretty teeth around my wrist!
I think we got her. Yep, we got her. Now we just gotta finish off with the thugs. Ow! Wait, how come that triggered for me, but it didn't trigger for Alistair? How come he was able to walk through that without it blowing up? That doesn't make sense. There we go. Alright, we cleared the room. Alright. Soldier's Bane. The Carta key. Ooh, let's see what let's see what that unlocks in here. What's this? That's it? What?
All over now.
Oh, another love letter. There we go. What quest did I update? Let's recheck this. You have killed Jarvia. Most of our Carta is dead. Now you should search for clues to prove that Balin had something to do with Prince Trina Dukin's death. Oh. Incriminating evidence. Letters detailing Balin's involvement in Trian's murder. Whoa. You found evidence that proves Balin was instrumental in the assassination of his brother. Well, it's not like this is a big revelation. Balin told us. You know, he admitted it to us when we came back.
I have done.
He knew that we knew he set it up. Let's see where this goes. What? Looky here. Remember how I noticed this hole in the wall earlier? So that's where it went, to the hideout.
God!
He's like, where'd you come from?
How did you? Where did you come from? You made a hole in
The hole was already there. That hole leads to a tunnel in the Carta's hideout.
It does? Oh, sod it. If people find out about this, my business will be ruined. They'll think I have something to do with Jarvia.
So, you didn't? Well, don't worry about it. Jarvia's dead.
Dead? How? Did you... You did, didn't you? You killed her. And then you climbed out of there into my shop. Oh, just leave me alone. I don't want anything to do with this. And if anyone comes asking, I'm gonna tell them you did it.
I'm sure word will get around soon enough. Oh, wait, hold on. Nope, never mind. At times, that has been, like, something to observe, like, as to get, like, a codex entry. I guess not this time. Never mind. Alright, so the question now is, who do we go see? Do we go see Dulin or do we go see Balin? I want to speak with both. So here's what I'm going to do. I know it's auto-saving right now, but what I'm going to do is I want to manually save here right now, and we're going to talk to Dulin first and meet with Harriman first, and then we'll go see Balin and see if the dialogue changes, because at the moment there wouldn't really be anything negative or such spread about it. So let's go meet Dulin first and talk to Harriman, and then we'll go talk to Balin and see what each of them say about this.
I hear Jarvia will be troubling us no longer. I assume that's
That was
what you're
pretty
here to
fast.
tell me?
Word spread around like that. Huh. I found these papers. Mercenaries were hired to kill Trian.
It's as we suspected, but still somehow chilling. To call so coldly for his brother's death. Balin is a monster. I'm glad you will help
I
us
didn't
make
say
sure
that.
he does not rule.
I didn't say that.
If you're ready, Lord Harriman
I just wanted to meet with Harriman, that's all. Lead the way.
His lordship is eager
I'm
to
sure
see
he
you
is.
again.
Let's hear what he has to say about seeing me since he was there to exile me. There he is.
The word publicly is that you support my enemy. But Dulin promises you've sworn yourself to us. I always prayed one of Endrin's children would stay true. Have you finally turned your back on Balin's treachery?
I bring you the evidence that Balin killed Trian.
I am glad Endrin did not live to see this. The suspicion destroyed his life. The proof would have crushed his soul. I would have preferred that you come to me before slandering me to some of the highest placed families in Orzammar. But with this evidence of Balin's depravity, we should be able to work out a mutual arrangement, if not trust. If you truly wish to take my side, I ask that you do one more thing for me. Do you know anything of the Paragon Branca?
The assembly raised her to Paragon for inventing a new fuel.
Yes, a smokeless fuel that made underground
And now
forges
she's
safer
been in the
than
Deep
they've
Roads
ever
for 2
been.
years.
2 years ago, she took
Yes,
her entire
I have
house
been
into
told
the
this
Deep
story.
Roads on a mad quest to uncover ancient secrets. No one's heard from her since. Were she to return and endorse someone for the throne, the Assembly would be honor-bound to
Just
accept
like
her wishes.
Oghren said. What if she's dead?
Her entire house went with her. It would take a lot to kill so many. If not, bringing proof of her death, or a body to return to the stone, would still show that as an ancestor, it was my hand she guided to her remains.
Are you sure that Branca would support you as king?
It's hard to say what she would do. She wasn't exactly known for her predictability. She never seemed to like being a paragon. She was devoted to her craft, never cared for politics. But one of the most brilliant minds Orzammar has seen. Branca hated Darkspawn with a passion. She would certainly be a valuable voice to support your treaty.
If it will get you the throne, I will find Branca.
My men traced Branca's disappearance to an ancient crossroads known as Caridin's Cross. It is many miles below where we normally venture, but I can provide a map to lead you there. Just enter the deep roads through the mines. Thank you again, and may the ancestors guide your steps.
Okay, Anvil of the Void.
His His lordship appreciates your support.
Alright, so we finally got to meet with Haramont. He didn't really say anything that much. You know, I probably would have said maybe more if I had sided with him the first time instead of Balin. So that's what Haramont had to say. Let's now go to the palace and see what Balin has to say.
Grey Wardens endorse anarchy in Orzammar. Support Lord Harrowmont and his stand for true dwarven
Oh yeah,
values.
sure, all those values that... Yeah. Yeah.
Grey Wardens present in Orzammar. Endorsement of Lord Balin. A clear statement against the backward policies of Lord Harrowmont.
Again, I do not like that Haramont still supports all those, you know, systems and traditions that I am vehemently opposed of, whereas Balin actually sees things the same way I do about some of those things, like the caste system and other things like that. And trading, you know, and actually being more open to the surface, including those dwarves on the surface. Let's see if he reacts to if I found evidence against him.
The prince appreciates your service.
Well, you've simply outdone yourself. They're talking all over the city about how someone finally went through Dusttown and slaughtered the Carta like Genlocks.
Then you will give my son his place?
When I take the throne, I'll give you troops for the Blight and a shiny Idukan coat of arms for your byblow. Unfortunately, I cannot say when. While many Dashers appreciate my ending Jarvia's threat, Harrowmont still holds great loyalty. We need something more dramatic to shift the balance.
What are you getting at?
What do you know of the Paragon
the same
Branca?
thing. They're both thinking the exact same thing. Get Branca to support either of them. That will be the deciding factor on who gets to be king. Ooh, I could actually tell him that Harrowmont asked me the same thing. Let's see what happens if I tell him that.
Then he also wants her endorsement for the throne. Which of us will you serve?
What makes you think that Branca is still alive?
She had an entire house with her, dedicated to her protection. With the number of ruins still intact, they could last for a long time. And Harrowmont is looking as well. It's too risky to assume she's dead only to have him take credit for finding her.
What is Branca like?
I did not know her personally. 2 years ago, I was still considered a child, not one to consort with Orzammar's finest. From what I hear, her intellect was unrivaled, but the social graces were beneath the notice of one so gifted.
And what if Branca won't support you?
I was hoping you could use your legendary charm to persuade her that the rightful king should take the throne. However, if the deep roads have addled her wits, it might be best she not return before the kingship is decided.
Wait, are you saying that I should kill her?
I would never say that. She is a paragon. It is my duty to protect her. On the other hand, we must respect her decisions. Should she prefer to stay in the deep roads rather than help her rightful king take the throne, we must assist her. By any means necessary.
I will find her for you.
Then we will both go down in history as a paragon's saviors. So far, my men have traced Branca to Caridin's Cross, an ancient crossroad lost to the Darkspawn 4 centuries ago. Her trail ends there. Perhaps with your warden's expertise, you can find what my men could not.
And where is Caridin's Cross?
You must enter the deep roads through the mines. To protect the city, that's the only path we leave open. Caridin's Cross lies many miles deep into the tunnels. It was once a main thoroughfare, but before Branca, no one had stepped foot there in generations.
I'll leave right now to find her.
You have my thanks. Seek her in Caridin's Cross. I will try to delay the vote until you return.
Okay. So we got the two of the same thing. Find Paragon Branca for Lord Harrowmont, Find Paragon Bronco for Prince Balin. Anvil of the Void. Head towards Orton Tig from Caridon's Cross. Bronco was said to be passing that way. Huh. So, the Deep Roads is where we gotta go. And we gotta somehow find Bronco, who has been lost for 2 years. So, both Harrowmont and Balin gave us the exact same quest, hoping that she would support either of them to be the next king. That her decision would be the deciding factor. And so, now the question probably comes down to who am I going... If I find her, who will I ask her to support? And you know, I never actually brought up the whole thing with my son to Harrowmont. He doesn't know. I never brought that up with him. And Balin has already promised me that he would restore his right. So, for the benefit of my son, I need to support my brother. Even though my younger brother, even though he did set up our older brother to be assassinated, he says that our father did the same thing to our uncle. And that he honestly believed that I would have done the same thing, and if not, then I was not fit to be a good king.
Lord Harrowmont, furious at the Grey Warden's interference, claims no one can stop his plans to strip Orzamar's defenses, say insiders.
Huh. That he believes that neither I or Harrowmont would have been a good king if I didn't, because a king needs to be aggressive and ruthless and accept that there will be sacrifices. You know, that whole thing that Balin said to us a few videos ago.
Orzammar questions Lord Balin's ability to win the throne without Grey Warden assistance. Can he rule without them as well?
I believe he can, actually. Let's see if Marty has anything new to say.
I am still waiting to hear.
Nope, can't tell her anything new yet.
I did not expect to see you again. I am afraid you will find Orzammar much.
Okay, so there's really nothing else left to do, you know. Huh. I have to go in the Deep Roads for this. Same with this. So there's really nothing else to do except go to the Deep Roads. Oh, and boy, is that quite a task. The Deep Roads part of this takes quite a long time, and then, in fact, this is why usually the recommended path or order to do this is to save Orzammar for last of all these main quests here that we've been doing, because it takes quite a long time with doing the task for either Balin or Harrowmont, and then having to venture into the Deep Roads to find Bronca. It is a pretty large area, and it can take quite a while. So, how many sovereigns do I have, by the way? Whoops, wrong way. 242. Let me put some stuff here, my junk, so I can sell it. $99 fire arrows. Wow. I got some arrows for Leliana when she comes back. Bunch of crappy armor. What are these? Nah. Okay, which one of these is stronger? Huh, the Silverite. That's actually stronger. An emerald ring. Nothing. It's just... it's only good enough for selling. Bunch of stuff to sell here. May as well clear up, because we're going to be there and finding stuff, and yeah. Sell this stuff here. Stash that away in storage if I want, and I would probably consider doing that. Alright, so first, let's talk to this guy here.
I'm only asking because you...
Alright, let's sell my stuff. There, 257 sovereigns, that's really good. Okay. So Sell that stuff too. Yeah, sell these two. Okay, so now... Look at this. I love this ring. That health regeneration in combat, that's really good. So, there we go. 87 sovereigns, but it's definitely one of the best accessories to buy in this game. So now, what should I do? This has really been interesting, you know, the boost experience points by 1%, but I think... No, I don't know, actually. Hold on a second. Maybe I'll give this to Alistair, actually. Yeah. And then for Wynne... Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. And I can't give this to anyone. Or to Shale, actually. And I'll just put that in junk. Okay, then. That way I keep that experience gain, but I can also be able to rely on Alistair being able to stay alive with better health regeneration than before, and now Wynne has some health regeneration with that ring. Okay. So that works out pretty well, actually. Alright, into the deep roads we go. Yo, whoa, hold on.
So,
Oghren.
You were serious before when you said you wanted to help Branka, huh? I'm Oghren.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't know if you remember. People seem to forget me these days. Or ignore. I forget which.
And how did you know that I'm here about Branka?
Not everyone hates me, you know. There's enough people who know I'm interested. They make sure I hear if anyone's looking for her. They say Balin's given up on his scouts and is sending you. But they haven't found Branka herself. And that means whatever they've got, it's not enough if you don't know what she was looking for. If we pool our knowledge, we stand a chance of finding Branka. Otherwise, good sodding luck.
Sounds like we have a deal.
You should know that Branka was looking for the Anvil of the Void. The secret to building golems, which was lost centuries ago. The smith Caridin built it. And with it, Orzammar had 100 years of peace, while it was protected by the golems forged on the anvil. As far as anyone knows, the anvil was built in the old Orton Tig. Branka planned to start looking there, if she could ever find it. All she knew was that it was past Caridin's cross. No one's seen that Tig for 500 years.
Well, Balin gave me a map I can get to Caridin's cross.
If we're going, let's get moving. Branka's not gonna sodding find herself.
And so we now have our last party member that joins us, Oghren. And I'm going to momentarily switch out Shale for Oghren. And then, I just realized this just now. Oh. Aggressive. There we go. He's a scrapper. He's a two-handed guy, just like Sten. And I got a couple things for Oghren. He's got a battle axe, but look at how much better this ageless two-handed sword is than that. So I'm going to give him that. And that's going to be his weapon for the rest of this game, because that is just really good. And let's give him this dwarven helmet that pretty much matches his regular armor right there. And he doesn't have anything else equipped. And since he's going to be going with me, I think I'm going to take this off and give it to Oghren, since he and Shale will actually be going with me instead of Alistair. I just realized that after I made all those switches, that it would be actually be more beneficial to give it to Oghren for this than Alistair. And I don't know, maybe I'll switch it back later, but for now, I'm gonna keep it like this and have Oghren use that. And once I find more other stuff, like an amulet and another ring, then I'll probably give those to him. But for now, this is what I was wanting to do with Oghren here. Alright, so we're pretty good right now. And now, let me switch out Alistair for Shale.
Oh, blast it.
Taking Oghren and Shale is pretty relevant for this section of the game for story purposes. It's very relevant to have both Oghren and Shale, because you're going to get more out of the story for both characters if you take them with you for this section of the game. And of course I got to bring Win along because she's my healer. So, and I will be the rogue of the party. So Shale will be our tank and Oghren will provide the damage. In fact, let's take a look at his stats at the moment. He has heavy strength, 40, and I can probably raise that. But no, that's me. Never mind. So he's got this. He's a berserker. That's his main specialization, where he can just go all crazy. And got the racial ability just like me. And he's got all the two-handed abilities. Wow, he's actually already got all those. I'm a little surprised he's already got those. So, and then he's got combat training and those. So he's got 41 strength actually, and 31 constitution. Yeah, I was originally looking at myself before, so he's got an item set bonus right now. And that should work out pretty well. For some there's going to be some pretty awesome stuff I'll find in the Deep Roads. So when we come back, we will be going to Caridin's Cross and beginning our adventure in the Deep Roads as we search for Oghren's wife, Paragon Branka.